Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is SR channel. Today we're gonna discuss about present simple tense. Hopefully this video will help us to know more about present simple tense. Here I give some kind of diagram, and this horizontal line on my left side is past time, and then my right side is the future, and then in the middle here is present. Next, I put cross around this horizontal line on my left side. This is past. It means the activity start and finish uh, in the past time. I mean, ended in the past, start in the past time, and then uh, it doesn't give kind of effect in the future. So the activity ended in the past and started in the past. We call it, this one is past tense. And then next is I put the sign of cross in the future area, X here. It means the activity will happen in the future. And the example, I have a sentence like I will go to school tomorrow morning, for example. So the activity will happen in tomorrow morning, not today, not yesterday, but tomorrow morning. For example, tomorrow is Monday, so today is Sunday, and then I say I will go to school tomorrow, like that. And now this is a present area. I put cross along this horizontal line. It means when we find the present tense, the sentence that refers to present tense means the activity it can be happen in the past time, and it can be happen in the future. Along this line is present tense. For example, our daily routine, daily activity, or the truth, the general truth. For example, uh, the sun sets in the west. The sun sets in the west. In the past time, the sun also sets in the west, not in the east or south or north, no. And in the future time, the sun always sets in the west. That's general truth refers to the present tense, present simple tense. And when do we use the present simple tense? When do we use the present simple? For number one, for repeated action. So the action that always done, repeat all the time, repetition. For example, she cooks every morning. So the activity that the subject she doing is cooking in every morning. The repeated action refers to the present simple. Here, she cooks every morning. This sentence, we can see the word every, and this is like a keyword that show us that the sentence is present simple, because every is kind of adverb of frequency or adverb of time, we can say like that also. And the activity of cooking that is done by the subject she in every morning is the action that always have a repetition in every morning. So the sentence refers to the present simple. And then next example, I always go swimming on the weekend. I always go swimming on the weekends. The activity that is done by the subject I is always go swimming on the weekend. Not on the weekdays, but on the weekend. On the weekend, I always go swimming. Also, we can see adverb of frequency here, just like every, but this one is always. Also, we call it adverb of frequency, adverb of time, that refers to the type of sentence which is present simple. So on the weekend, the action that always done by the subject I is swimming. Okay, next, I usually do my homework before sleeping. I usually do my homework before sleeping. So always the action, the repeated action that always done by the subject I is doing the homework before he or she goes sleeping. So this is just like a habitual action. The habit that always done by the subject I, doing the homework before sleeping. The habitual action, the repeated action, refers to the present simple. We use the present simple in showing the condition like this. Okay, and also another adverb of frequency or adverb of time, they are often, sometimes, seldom, rarely, never, once a blah blah blah. It can be once a day, once a week, once a month, and once a year. Twice a, for example, twice a day, twice a week, twice a month, and twice a year. Next, for example, for the condition number 2 is habit or routine, daily routine, or yeah, we can say also habitual action. Number 1, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So this is the daily routine that is done by me or by the subject I, is waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. At 5 o'clock in the morning. In every morning, so around 5 o'clock, the subject I always waking up. That's the routine, the routinity. Number 2, I go to school by bus. I go to school by bus. So the activity that is done by the subject I is going to school by bus. Go to school by bus. The habitual action or daily routine refers to the present simple tense. Next, I have breakfast before I go to school. I have breakfast before I go to school. The routinity that always done by the subject I is having breakfast. Having breakfast before going to school. That always done. Always the activity is always done by the subject I, by me. Habitual action. And she washes the clothes every morning. So an activity that always done by the subject she is washing the clothes in every morning, not in every afternoon or every night, but she washes the clothes in every morning, washing the clothes in every morning. So this daily routine, habitual action of washing the clothes in every morning, that always done by the subject she. Number 3, the condition is general truth. The type of present simple is general truth. For example, just like my example for the previous 2 or 3 previous slide, general truth, the example is the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. The sun always and always rises in the east. In the past time, in the present time, and tomorrow in the future time, the sun always rises in the east. That's the general truth. So general truth show the present simple tense. If you want to make, if you want to write the sentence that it's about general truth, the tenses that we use is present simple tense. The sun sets in the west. The sun sets in the west. That's the general truth. The sun sets in the west. Not the sun sets in the east, but the sun always sets in the west. The earth revolves around the sun. That's the truth, the general truth. It's not wrong. The earth revolves around the sun. Not the sun revolves around the earth, but the earth revolves around the sun. That's the general truth. Refers to the present simple tense. So if you want to make kind of sentence which is present simple tense and it's in general truth area, something true, so yeah, we can use present simple tense. The earth revolves around the sun. The example is like that. Next, number 4 is when do we use present simple tense? If we have kind of instruction, if we instruct our students, if we instruct our children, and if someone want to know the place and ask to me, ask to you, and then they need help, and then we give them direction to go to the right place. So the tenses, the appropriate is present simple tense. For example, open the door. This is instruction, and then I put exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. Open the door. Open the door. Kind of instruction. So open the door. Whether we don't have the subject here, but we know that the tenses that we use in this sentence is present simple. Open the door, because this is instruction. Instructions refers to the present simple. Next, number 2, don't run. Do not run. Exclamation mark here, meaning it's instruction. Do not run. There is no subject, but do not run. We know that this is present simple because kind of instruction. Do not run. Open the door. Open is base form of verb. Do not run. Do is helping verb, and that's we call it verb 1 base form. Do not run, or the do not, don't is the abbreviation of do not run. And then bring your book. Bring your book. I put exclamation mark. This is kind of instruction. Bring your book. Bring is base form. The verb 1, if we call it in my school, say that bring is verb 1 and then brought is verb 2, something like that. So it's a base form of verb, or verb 1. And the next is turned left at the intersection. Turned left at the intersection. It goes to direction. Turned left at the intersection. We use base form also, turned. So it's present simple tense. Next, the last is just go straight. Just go straight. It's an example of direction. Just go straight. And then the condition is permanent situation. Permanent situation. I try to discuss by using the example. Permanent situation. I work in a bank. Why do I say that I work in a bank is a permanent situation? Because the subject I is not changing the place where he or she work in every day. So he or she is not changing the place where he or she working in every day. So it can be he or she work in a bank a couple of years, or 4 years, or 5 years. It can be like that. But he or she is not changing the place where they work in every day. So I said that this sentence kind of permanent situation. Okay. And the sentence number 2, he lives in Japan. This situation, he lives in Japan. Why do I call it this is permanent situation? Because he is not living where he lives in every day. He is not changing the place he live every day. He is not changing. He just stay in Japan for about 3 or 2 years, or whenever he want, but he is not changing the place in every single day. So I said that the situation is kind of permanent situation. And the form of present simple. The form of present simple, I put Here is I said verbal sentence, and for the next slide I put a nominal sentence. I just take two kind of sentence here: verbal sentence and nominal sentence. The form of present simple. Verbal sentence here means the sentence that use verbal in the sentence. Verb base form, doing something, the word that show us that do something. Here, example number 1, I cook every morning. So the activity that always done by the subject I is cooking in every morning. Cook every morning. I cook every morning. Cook is base form. Base form, verb 1. Not to be verb. If nominal sentence using to be verb, but in verbal sentence using base form of verb. Okay, we talk about later about nominal sentence. I cook every morning. Cook, verbal sentence. Here we know we see that I put some subject I, we, you, they are kind of plural subject, and then this is the pattern of present simple, and then plus base form or verb 1. Number 1, I cook every morning. I, base form. I cook. Cook is base form. Okay, next, number 2. We go to school by bus. We go to school by bus. We is plural subject, so the verb that is used is verb 1 or base form. We go. We go to school by bus. This is, in my opinion, we is general subject, because when we have another sentence that match, that also almost same with the sentence number 2. For example, Maria and I go to school by bus. Maria and I go to school by bus. Maria and I is the subject, and Maria and I refers to the general subject of we. So Maria and I go to school by bus. And then sentence number 2. You wash the clothes every morning. You wash the clothes every morning. You, plural subject, subject plural, and then wash, wash, base form, verb 1, the real verb, base form. You wash the clothes every morning. You wash the clothes every morning. Next, sentence number 4. They make sandwiches. They make sandwiches. They, plural subject, make base form. They make sandwiches. They is general subject, or sometimes we say the subject is, we can say the children make sandwiches. The children make sandwiches, because the children is more than one. More than one person. More than one person. So many student, the children, many. Another example, the students. The student is more than one. The students make sandwiches. The students make sandwiches. If there is no s at the end of the word student, the student make sandwiches. That's wrong. So the students, I put s, so the sentence, the students make sandwiches. Just like number 8. The teachers teach the students. How many teacher? How many teacher here? Many or only one? Many. Okay, because there is s at the end of the word teacher. The teachers teach. So we put teach, base form. Teach the students. Not teaches, but teach only, the base form of verb. Teach the students. Because I, we, you, they, another subject, the teachers, the students, any plural subject plus base form. Plus base form. That's the pattern of present simple. Next, example number 5, 6, and 7. Number 5, he opens the door. He opens the door. He, she, it plus base form plus s or es. Okay, he opens the door. The base form of the word open, opens, is open without s. Why do I put s here? Because we can see that the subject is singular, one person, he. So we put s at the end of the verb. He opens the door. If we delete this S, the sentence is wrong because this is singular subject. So, of course, you have to put S at the end of the word open. And the number 6, she fixes the car. She fixes the car. She fixes the car. Okay. I put not only S at the end of the word fix. I put ES. Because of what? Because the letter ending of the word fix is X. We talk about later after this. She fixes the car. I put ES at the end of the word fix because the subject here is singular subject. Number 7, it works. It works. For example, you have a machine, kind of machine, or maybe electric machine, and then it's working. So you say to your friend, it works. It is good because the machine it works well, something like that. I put S because it is the singular subject. Okay, sometimes we have a question, when do I have to put S or ES? So we can see here verbs add S, work, eat, clean, etc. We do not have to memorize all of the verb in English, but the thing that we have to keep on mind is knowing that the ending of the verb, for example, this verbs add es. Only some of the verb that has that add es. Verb ending in s, ch, sh, x. We have to put es, not only s, at the end of the word. Kiss becoming kisses. Watch becoming watches. Wash becoming washes. Fix becoming fixes. If the subject before you write this kind of verb is singular subject, he, she, or it, or Tony, Susie, or Maria, a name of person, but always singular subject, and then after that you can put this kind of verb. For example, this number 2, the mechanic fixes the car. The mechanic, how many mechanic here? One or many? One. So you have to put es. The mechanic fixes the car. If this word is not fixed, for example, clean. The mechanic clean the car. You have to put only s. The mechanic cleans the car. No, do not put es, cleans the car. No, that's wrong. The mechanic cleans the car. But this sentence, the example is, I put X, so it's gonna be the mechanic fixes the car. Remember, this verb, I put es because the subject is singular. Because the subject is singular, all the subject, number 1 until number 5, are singular subjects. Selena works at the school. The mechanic fixes the car. He watches the football match. Okay, watch. The end of the sentence is ch, so you have to put es at the end of the word. He watches the football match. And then verbs ending y, study becoming studies, reply becoming replies. If the subject is singular subject, Teddy eats snacks. She studies every day. He replies the message. For example, she studies every day. He replies the message. Study y. This letter y is changing to becoming I-E. I-E-S. Were here becoming I-E-S. Reply, replies. Study, studies. if you use plural subject, you don't have to changing the word study becoming studies, but only, for example, they study math. So the word study is not changing. I mean, still the base form study. They study math. Now the verb is go becoming goes, have becoming has. For example, I go to school every day, and then she goes to school every day. Okay, the most important thing you have to keep it on your mind is take a look at the subject, type of subject first. Singular, whether the subject is singular or the subject is plural. So you can find the right verb. Okay. Okay, this is example. The affirmative sentence, negative sentence, and the interrogative sentence or question. Sometimes we say question. This type of question is yes no question. It means you just need the answer yes or no. So for example, affirmative or positive sentence is I eat. In negative one, I don't eat. I do not eat. Don't mean the abbreviation of do not. I do not eat or I don't eat. And then the question is, do I eat? Do I eat? Okay. Next, we eat. We eat. We don't eat. We do not eat. Do we eat? Okay. In present simple, if we make a negative sentence or question or interrogative sentence, we need kind of helping verb. Helping verb for the subject plural I, we, you, they. The helping word, the helping verb is do. So if you make a negative sentence, we eat, the positive one is we eat, becoming we don't eat, we do not eat. Do we eat? You put in negative one, you put the subject and then the helping verb do, and then because this is negative one, you have to put not, we do not, and then the base form of verb eat. We do not eat or we don't eat. If you want to change becoming interrogative sentence or question, we have to put the helping verb at the front. So the first is helping verb, helping word, helping verb do, and then the subject we, the plural subject, and then after that the base form of verb, the verb one. We can sometimes we call it the verb one, and then the question mark. You eat. You don't eat. You do not eat. Do you eat? Okay. They eat. They don't eat. They do not eat. Do they eat? We just need yes or no. Yes, they eat. Yes, they do. No, they do not. No, they don't. This is type of yes no question. And then next, the last three example is a singular subject. He, she eats. He, she eats. Of course, we put s at the end of the verb one. Eats, she eats, it eats. He eats. He doesn't eat or he does not eat. It's different. It's different with the helping verb. For a plural subject, the helping verb is do, but the singular subject, the helping verb is does. That's the way it is. That's the pattern. That's the formula of present simple. So he eats becoming he doesn't eat. When you put he, when you change he eats becoming he doesn't eat, the verb eat here we don't have to put s because this is the negative one, the negative sentence. So the verb eat becoming the base form of eat, not eats but eat, only eat. He doesn't eat or he does not eat. And then the question or interrogative sentence is, does he eat? Does he eat? Next, she eats. She eats. The negative one, she doesn't eat. She doesn't eat. Does she eat? And then the last, it eats. It doesn't eat. Does it eat? Okay, next. The form of present simple in nominal sentence. Nominal sentence means the sentence that is used to be verb. To be verb is three type. Am in present simple is am. Here I put them here. Am, are, is. When do we use these three to be verb? To be verb. So it depends on the subject. If the subject is I, so you have to put to be verb am. I am. I plus am. I am a student. I am a student. I am a student. If you find the plural subject we, you, they, so you have to put to be verb are, because plural subject. I always put plural subject here, but for I is it's quite different in this part, in this area, in this nominal sentence. We, you, they, so you put to be verb are. We are friends. You are the teacher. They are children. We are friends. You are the teacher. They are children. Okay, this is a little bit pattern of present simple. Verbal sentence, subject, verb, s or es plus object, but nominal sentence, subject plus to be verb. This is to be verb. Am, are. Okay, plus complement, or sometimes we say object and then sometimes we find another class of words, for example adjective, adverb, and something else. But you just follow the pattern like this. If the subject I, the to be verb is am. If the subject we, you, they, or any plural subject, just like the fruits, the children, the students, plural subject, many subject, not singular subject, you have to put are, and are. If nominal sentence belong together, for make it better, for make it understand. Number 5, 7, and number 5, 6, and 7. The singular subject he, she, and it. We use to be verb is. He is smart. It's adjective smart. She is beautiful. Beautiful adjective. It is a good idea. Good idea is a noun. He is smart. He is smart. She is beautiful. She is beautiful. It is good idea. It is good idea. Next, last. So this is affirmative sentence, negative sentence, and question or interrogative sentence in nominal sentence. In nominal sentence, not verbal sentence. So always, so of course we can see to be verb here. Am, are, is. So take a look at this slide now. I am smart. You just put not in the negative sentence. I am not smart. I am not smart. And then the question, interrogative sentence, you put to be verb at the front of the sentence, am, and then followed by subject I, and then noun, student. Am I student, or student we call it a complement. Am I student? This type is yes no question. We just need the answer yes or no. Am I student? And then we are smart. We are not smart. Are we smart? You are smart. You are not smart. Are you smart? They are smart. They are not smart. Are they smart? Okay. And these are singular subject, he, she, and it. He is smart. He is not smart. Is he smart? Sorry, I forgot to put a question mark here. She is smart. She is not smart. Is she smart? And it is smart. It is not smart. Is it smart? Okay, that's our studying about present simple tense. Hopefully you understand about this present simple tense, and this video can help us, can help you to improve our knowledge about present simple. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. Have a nice day.